Hey, it's Matt, and today I'm going to finally tackle painting the front fender edge pieces of the 69 Plymouth Roadrunner. The color of the hood, the black matte finish, which in Legos is actually gloss, but the black needs to be extended out and down. Basically, half of this piece will be yellow and half will be black, plus this edge needs to be black. And again, on this side, the black needs to be extended and then down. So I am going to make up some jigs to paint, and I've got some paint formulated to paint on plastic because my hand painting attempt didn't work out. So hopefully this will work. I've been putting this off, but clock is ticking and time is running out, and I've got to bite the bullet and do it. So I'm going to show you how I do it, and hopefully it turns out okay. So fingers crossed. So what I did was very carefully cut masking tape to mask over the parts I don't want painted black. I also created this jig using sacrificial pieces. These two corners exposed being what I'm going to turn black, and the yellow is covered up. I've got my other pieces ready too. This is a fan. I got some extra ones of these. This is the electric fan that I want to have painted black. And what else was this? Oh, this is the front edge of the hood, and it's taped up where I don't want it painted black. You can kind of see the outline of the shapes, the two shapes, how they're actually lined up there. Here's where I have steering wheels that I want the inside to stay gray or silver. So what I did was I took a penny, put it on top of the masking tape, and then used an X-Acto to cut around the shape. I cut a little tiny circle for this steering wheel. Okay, here I'm showing that I've got these pieces taped up to a piece of wire or to a piece of cardboard, just so I can hold them out away and be less likely to just be spray painting my hand holding them. This is my makeshift paint booth. I just, want to be a good neighbor since I'm spraying outside and have some kind of backing to where I'm spray painting. So I'm going to rig these up in various ways, and then I can sort of lean them up to dry, that kind of thing. I almost see that dog in the distance. Came really close to messing up my stuff because the dog came up and lifted a leg on this box, and the owner grabbed him right before he could do anything. So whew, that was a close one. I know that my art has some critics, but geez. All right, I'm going to turn the phone off just so I don't get paint on it accidentally. So wish me luck. This is after spraying one light coat on the top of these steering wheels, and I've got them hanging over the railing of a fence. There's the fan piece, and actually this was the first thing I did, and I think I laid it on too heavy. I've got more of these parts, so if this one looks really bad, then I can just try my hand at other ones. That's why I got extras though. This is the first coat of the hood corner pieces, and the finish isn't nice and smooth like I would have preferred, but I don't think you'll be able to really tell. This is the hood piece, and you can see there's some yellow in there, so when I spray it again, I'm going to spray it from this angle and try to pick that up. Okay, so after another coat, it looks like I'm going to need another spray of the steering wheels. I still see some silver coming through, it looks like. I hit a spot that was a little silvery on that. This, I just hit one side of it because I figure I'm pushing my luck otherwise. But of course, I see a bubble or a bug or something. That's one of the shortfalls of not having a good indoor spray painting space, is you're kind of at the mercy of the weather. And you can see I think I got rid of the yellow in the hood edge. So I'm gonna let these air dry a little bit before I come back inside. Unless your climate is really dry, you're best off to let things dry in the air conditioning versus outside. To handle the front edge of the hood, I used this 1/4 inch wide art tape, and I put it across the front edge of the combined stacked parts for the hood, and then trim the edges. You'll see a shot of how that turned out at the end. So this is how the front corners of the front fenders turned out. I probably should have pulled off the masking tape while it was still wet, so I have a little creep there. So what I'm going to do is use a very sharp X-Acto and try to cut those edges and then kind of scrape them off. My nice sharp fresh X-Acto. And remember, any of my watchers that are kids, this is super sharp, so have some adult supervision. And I'm going to place a piece to work as a gate. And then cut along that edge. Very carefully scraping it. The problem is some of the white is starting to show through. Alright, I'm going to peel this off while I'm at it. Okay, that edge doesn't look too bad. This side isn't as good. So I'm going to try to score this, peel this off. I'm probably going to redo it using tape. See how that goes. But I'm going to go ahead and put it on the car just for illustrative purposes. I wound up using the small end of a Sharpie to clean up the edges. To see how the project turned out overall, please subscribe. As always, I appreciate all the likes and comments and sharing you can do. Thanks a lot, y'all. Bye.